Hey guys, welcome to Better Late Than Never. You're here with Cassie, Alice,
and Tanya
for our weekly night chats. So sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy.
Welcome to the first episode of Better Late Than Never. So even though it's our first episode today, we've got a special guest, our flatmate, Julia. Yay!
Hello.
So what are we going to talk about today?
Life during lockdown.
Oh,
of
very
course.
Nice topic.
So how has everyone been doing in general during lockdown?
It's been one day.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like I've been on lockdown since March or something.
That's true.
Yeah, but I feel like this lockdown is much more relaxed than the first one. I feel like people aren't really in lockdown mood now.
Yeah, Julia and I were in lockdown. Or in Leeds during the first lockdown.
It was dead.
Yeah, everyone was quite serious about it, but everyone went home actually, so.
I mean, I think we were serious. I didn't leave my room.
Oh, wow.
Same.
Each other.
Yeah, we didn't even dare to meet each other.
Yeah. But the numbers were so low back then.
And now the numbers are high.
And people are just like, it is what it is.
Because the universities were closed themselves, people took it more seriously.
I was at the union today, like our university's student union, and there were a lot of students just hanging around.
Like yesterday was literally the first day of lockdown, and it didn't feel like it at all because I could just see people walking on the streets and people hanging around on campus, and I didn't really feel a difference.
I went grocery shopping the other day and there were like a lot of people on the streets. I feel like, yeah, in general, people just don't really care now. And then like in our school, a lot of people have caught the virus already. How many cases are there in our school?
I honestly stopped paying attention a long time ago.
When it was like past 500 or something.
That was 1 week.
Honestly, it was
That was
fast.
crazy.
Do you guys have any friends you know who had the virus?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had one friend who had it way back in April, I think. And she was like, I think she still has like lung problems now.
Oh my
What
god.
kind of problems does she have?
It's just like hard breathing and all that.
Jeez. You should tell you should tell people about this because a lot of people think that once you recover.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, we're young, we're fine, we'll get over it. And it's like, no, you don't know that.
Everybody's symptoms are so different.
Yeah, I know this guy from work. He's like, oh, like I'm so healthy, like I literally don't have any health issues, so I don't care at all. But I'm just like, you never know. It's like a new virus, right? And like there aren't any like cures for it yet. So you never know how your body's gonna react to it.
Exactly. Like, okay, it's you said that it's fine if you got it, but it's not fine when you're just out on the street passing it on to other people, right?
It's quite new. Like, there's not much research into it. Like, different people are going to react differently.
Yeah.
Like people say you can get immune to it after you get it, but there are cases of some people getting it twice, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think you get immunity for only about 6 months. I think that's been the number for now, but I'm not quite sure. Like, I don't know myself.
Didn't know you got like temporary immunity.
Yeah, apparently it's temporary. And they were like, if there was a vaccine, people might have to get vaccinated
Keep
twice a
getting it.
year and just keep getting. But I'm not quite sure. Like, don't quote me on this at all.
You're the science one.
Yeah, you are the science one. Oh, wait, no, we forgot to ask Julia to introduce herself.
That's true. Oh my god, we're just too excited.
Got it, guys.
Yeah.
Julia, why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Julia. Last name Lamb, like the animal. Very exciting. I study food science and nutrition. I'm a second-year student. I am their fourth flatmate. So we're not breaking any regulations. I live here, I swear.
Yeah.
I will be their only guest for the next 4 weeks. And I'm apparently an essential worker during lockdown right now. I work at the help and support desk at the union. The help and support assistants are usually just at the desk in the union, in our student union. And we're there to help and support people, I guess. So yeah, if you need any help and supporting, come to the student union. If you're a Leeds University student, we're there for you. Any COVID issues, we're there. Any housing issues, we're there. Anything, we're there.
Any demon summoning issues?
Oh yeah, if your flatmate's summoning demons, come to us. We'll figure that out with you.
Or if you want some love from Julia, she can say love you to you guys.
Some special loving from me, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that's the story of me.
Wow. Yeah. Sounds very fun. So what's your day-to-day life been since the lockdown? Or
like now we have everything online. Most of our courses. Like, some people have lab or studio, like Alice and Julia. But like for me, all my lectures and workshops are online, and we take classes through like Collaborate and like, what is it called? Microsoft Team?
Yeah.
I know in America they use Zoom, but we don't. Yeah, but like I think generally I quite enjoy online lectures and seminars. I think I focus better when I'm alone in my room.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it doesn't really impact my learning because I do graphic design, and for graphic design you do everything on your laptop anyways. So I think it's quite nice. And another thing that I like about it is that you can wake up later.
That's true. That's true.
Like I know like Tanya and Julia, they wake up like
5 minutes before the lecture.
Right away.
Sometimes stay in bed.
Honestly, yeah, I was in bed today watching a lecture. It was warm.
Before we had to like go out in the cold. It was always raining.
Going up the hill.
9 a.m. How did we do that? 9
I
a.m.
know. I can never do it again.
I would. I don't
I'm
know.
a changed woman.
I think for some people it does take some adjusting to online lectures.
Definitely.
Like, for me, it took a bit to adjust, but now I think I'm in the groove. And I'm still lucky that I still have labs because I don't think I don't know how I would do virtual labs. Like my course, we do a lot of labs, and I heard that medicine, like people who are studying medicine, they don't have any labs. I think food science is the only one that's doing labs.
That's insane.
Yeah. And they have these virtual labs, I think.
Oh yeah, I feel like I've seen.
Yeah. So I still get to go on campus and do my labs. It's a lot less people now and stuff, but I don't know. I'm quite enjoying online. It's not too bad.
I saw a friend's Instagram story, and I think he does something like chemical engineering, and then his professor was just like pouring like chemicals like in his kitchen or something, like demonstrating.
Cute, actually.
You just have those chemicals in your kitchen.
I don't know what he was pouring or mixing.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any like funny moments, like really funny moments during online lectures?
I feel like it's just embarrassing whenever I speak, to be honest.
What happens when you speak?
It's me speaking.
I love Tanya's British accent.
British.
She's so British. Would do anything to get that accent.
Feeling a little bullied.
Oh no, don't feel bullied. It's a praise.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Innit?
Innit?
We love it so
We
much.
love it.
If Queen Elizabeth ever called our flat, you would represent.
Exactly, because she would be weirded out by my odd, who is this American? Anyways, do you want to talk about how your day-to-day has been?
Wait,
we were talking about the funny moments.
Funny moments. Yeah, the funny moments lecture. Sorry.
Was I saying anything? I don't really have any. I don't really.
Oh, talk about like the time when our professor was vaping.
The thing is, I couldn't see him. His cam wasn't on for me.
He done it so casually.
I mean, at least he's confident about it.
Honestly, I don't really know. I couldn't see him. I just got sent a video.
If you guys don't know, like Tanya, me, and Alice have some courses together, and then there was this course, I think it was marketing. Someone was drawing on the lecture presentation, and then the professor was like, can someone please stop drawing? And then that person kept on drawing.
I mean, at least it wasn't anything crude or anything.
Yeah.
I see like on loads of people's stories, people just drawing dicks on lectures.
Yeah, I heard, yeah.
Oh yeah, they did that on one of mine.
Nice.
Oh, should have screenshotted it.
I should have, but it wasn't great. It was just
It was a pretty shit dick.
It wasn't. Yeah. It was. I've had a few funny moments.
Go on.
So my lecturer was very cute. He kept playing music for us. I think I told you all about that. He was like, "Hi guys, what music do you want to listen to?" And then no one replied. And then he pulled this like Russian folk music and he put it on. He was like, "Let's have a 5-minute break. Listen to some music. If you have any recommendations, give me some." And he was just so happy. And he was showing us like, "This is, if you like the song, this is what it is." And we were like, "Aw, you're cute." Yeah. And he's like my supervisor for one of my reports. I was like, yeah. He's this like happy German lecturer that like.
He's German.
Yeah, he's German. He's like, yeah, here's the music. Yeah. What else? I got kicked out.
Oh yeah, you get kicked out.
I was just there, and then the lecturer was like, "Can someone stop muting me?" And I swear I wasn't muting her. And then I just got kicked out of the lecture for like 10 minutes. And then I eventually got back in, but I didn't know what was happening and I just gave up.
So did he thought it was you?
No, like I was the only one kicked out apparently. And I requested to join, but no one was accepting I was just waiting in the lobby alone.
You really just got naughty cornered.
Okay, someone was also stuck in the lobby. And it was during this illustration module. And then like the lecturer was like, "Someone is apparently stuck in the lobby." And then he was like, "Can you hear us?" And then she didn't reply. And then she was like, "Oh my god, why is she stuck there?" He kept on trying to like letting her in, but he couldn't figure it out. So that person just kept on being stuck in the lobby for the entire like lecture.
At least he tried.
Do you have any funny moments, Alice?
Me, funny moments. Well, today I brought my lecturer to the bathroom.
I heard.
You always pee with your lecturers.
I mean, it was a 2-hour lecture, and I think I drank too much water, and I really, really needed to pee. So I brought my computer to the toilet, and I had to double confirm if my audio was on or not, because like imagine just in the middle of a lecture listening to someone's peeing sound. That would be weird. So yeah, I brought my lecturer to the toilet. That's a funny moment, I guess.
I usually just put my headphones on and go.
So Alice, were you staring at his face as you were weeing?
Our toilet has this counter at the back, like behind the toilet. So I had to confirm that the camera and the audio were off, because imagine if I'm putting on my pants.
See your butt.
They would see my butt.
Your white butt.
That would be very graphic.
So does Cassie know Alice's butt is so white?
No.
Cassie?
I mean, I lock my door when I go to sleep. What have you done? What have you done, Cassie?
The paleness. The pasty ass.
Yeah. It's crazy to think what everyone's doing behind like their black screen. Like who would have thought Alice was peeing in the toilet? What other instances could have been happening? We never know.
I've never thought about
Sometimes
that.
I'm changing in front of.
I always get dressed during.
Yeah.
Make sure you close your curtains.
What about like are you guys like allocated in different small rooms and then you can like talk with your course
Breakout rooms? I mean, the one today was pretty awkward. My mic wasn't working at all. Like I pressed it and it was just like loading, no audio working. And I was like, anyways. And so we just talked in the chat, and then the lecturer came in and joined us, and it was just really awkward. He was like, "What are you guys talking about?" And no one had mics on, so nothing.
When it's breakout rooms, I always try to encourage people to turn their cameras on. So like I sit there with my camera on, I'm like, hello people, but no one turns their camera on. So I'm like, okay. And then I turn the camera off. And then yesterday I was in this society thing. Alice was next to me. It was so awkward. I was just sat there like, hi guys, what do you think about this? And no one was answering. I was like, I study food science and nutrition. What do you guys study? Silence. I was like, how's everyone doing? And then finally someone started talking, and then it ended. And then right after it, I said, oh my god, it was so awkward. But then I forgot to turn the microphone on.
Oh my god!
But I said it really silently, so I don't think anyone caught it. But maybe they did, and maybe they hate me now, but it's fine. It's fine. Julia Lamb, they know my name.
For me, it's always awkward. Like, I don't know, I just feel shy when I talk to the camera. And then, like, it's just awkward. I just don't know why it's awkward. And then whenever we have to talk or present something in front of our class, I get so nervous. I get anxiety. I literally have to like breathe and breathe out just to like calm myself, and my hands get all like cold and like wet.
You get, like, the really shaky voice. Like, hello, my idea is, I was thinking that, it just, I have notes on the side and it just doesn't help me at all.
You'd think online would be easier, but after talking, I still get, like, my heart still gets, like, really...
Yeah. You're, like, shaken up after a while and, like, that's it for today. Never speaking again.
I think, in a way, it's good. I mean, for me personally, in big lecture halls, I never try to answer questions because there's just so many people. But with online learning, you get into small groups or, like, your cameras are mostly off, and I guess you don't really know what's people thinking about what you're saying, I guess. And then like it kind of encourages you to talk more. Yeah. And I think it's good for engagement.
It's better for like asking questions as well. Like, you feel less lost. Though I still can't ask questions in chat. I get a bit nervous.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Should we move on?
Yeah. Let's go.
Since we're in so often, I thought this would be a pretty chill question to ask. Like, we all have been cooking for quite a bit, right? What's your favorite dish to cook at the moment? Or like, what have you invented over the course of these few months or something?
What was your greatest innovation yesterday, Alice? What was it?
No, it was 2 days ago. My greatest innovation. So I have some Japanese curry blocks, but I was craving some Thai curry, or like Thai Southeast Asian curry that's more like on the spicy side. And I happen to have some dried Thai chilies and some shrimp paste. So I was like, maybe I can innovate something. So I took my Japanese block. I took my Japanese curry block and I diced up a lot of like vegetables and chicken because, you know, healthy, right? So I cooked up my curry, dumped a lot of Thai dried chilies and a lot of shrimp paste and a lot of coconut milk. And I was scared that it was gonna be bad, but it actually turned out okay. But I almost killed myself with how spicy it is.
This is every meal you make.
I know.
Oh no, too much chili. Oh no. Oh no.
I either over season things or I under season things. It's on either extremes. It's never just right.
Can't get that Goldilocks soon.
I know, right? It's sad.
Yeah, your cabbage is almost like the whole flat was coughing and crying.
It was in my nose.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
I made cabbages once and I wanted to make that kind of Chinese styled spicy but slightly sour cabbage, but it was just way too spicy. And I only added one single chili. I did not know how it happened, right? Like,
It was a tiny chili.
it was a tiny chili.
You guys, like, when I was walking into the kitchen, like, I felt my throat, like, ticklish. Like, I was like, do I have COVID? Oh my god! Like, why do I feel like I want to cough? And then I realized, like, you guys were, like, eating something spicy. I was like, oh, thank god. Like, that's why.
Yeah, everyone was slightly coughing and we were all like, we swear we don't have COVID. It's just the chilies.
My eyes were burning.
Oh, yeah, my eyes too, yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm never making anything spicy again. Well, maybe 2 days later, I'll be making like spicy chicken or something.
Maybe plain chicken breast from now on.
I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm getting sick of chicken because ever since the beginning, I've just been cooking chicken.
Is it the only meat you go for?
I try to marinate my chicken differently. Like sometimes I massage it with honey. Sometimes I massage it with some soy sauce.
The breast of the chicken.
Yeah, massage the chicken boob, you know?
She does make very juicy breasts.
Do I?
Like last time, it was
They were
dripping.
tender.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Wow. Tanya, do you want to share your recent?
I really don't know what I make.
Bro, your spam creation.
Everyone's just like, oh, it looks amazing. And it's just,
Honestly, you garnish your food so well.
I like to overspice. I don't like plain food. But parsley on everything. I like to have a nice spam. I feel like it's fake carbonara. Spam, cheese, and spaghetti and spinach. It's good.
Sounds good.
I don't know if it tastes as good as it looks, to be honest, but it's acceptable. I do like noodles very often. Rice.
Oh, I love noodles.
I had some curry the other day, I think. I don't know, I really just make anything up on the spot. I do not know what a recipe is.
I feel like you eat a lot of sandwiches.
It's been a while since I've had a sandwich. I was like, was it 2 weeks ago? I just had a sandwich like every day.
Weren't you stuffed with sandwiches very recently?
I feel a little bit traumatized by that.
Should we kind of explain the context? I think I will briefly explain it. So on Sunday last week, I was filming something for my project. It involves someone stuffing a particular sandwich down Tanya's mouth. Since we had to stay in, I had asked Cassie to do the honor of stuffing the sandwich. So maybe I can ask Tanya about the experience of being stuffed.
It was just shock. I thought of all people, Cassie would be gentle. The way you grabbed the back of my head and shoved it.
What was going through your brain, Cassie, when you were trying to stuff the sandwich?
Before you said start, I was like nervous. Like my heart was beating. I was like I hope this is gonna go well because I don't want to ruin like the first try and then I have to do it again. So I just wanted to do it on one go. So I just I picked up all my what is it called, like aggressive side of me, and I was just like go, and then
It's just the fact that about 20% of the sandwich went in my mouth and the rest of it just fell on me.
I was just watching from the side. Because if you see Cassie, she's this very sweet, calm girl. And Tanya was like, whoop, whoop. She was just stuffing Tanya.
Anyways,
guys, Julia,
What's on your menu?
My menu. I am a very old lady. I eat oatmeal.
Oatmeal is good.
Yeah, I just eat oatmeal, quick oats, put it in the microwave, and I will put some nice blueberries, a bit of peanut butter, the crunchy kind, because the crunchy peanut butter is superior, I must say.
I'm a peanut butter auntie.
Excuse me!
Oh my god, slander. I hate it, it's disgusting. It's not that bad, it's good with bananas. I think bananas.
Peanut butter is great on savory food as well. You can just slap a bit in stir fry.
I don't know, you know me. Stir fry?
I've never tried that.
Well, that kind of sounds sexy though.
It is. Some peanut butter.
I'm kind of being seduced right now.
Come join the peanut butter.
I have added peanut butter into my chicken.
Interesting.
I mean, as usual, it's bland. I under-season my food, yeah. Anyways,
Oatmeal, wraps. I just stuff anything I have in the fridge. Ooh, I recently froze grapes. And then, not recently, it was a while ago. But I froze grapes and it was a very nice experience eating the grapes. And we also found the Halo Top ice creams, which is really good. It's only like 300 calories for the whole tub and it's quite good.
I'd say have Ben and Jerry's. I had my cookie dough. No shame.
900 calories, Tanya.
Calorie count, kids. I can't count. Don't count it.
Don't count it.
What about Cassie?
I guess my current favorite is what I call waffles.
Talk about the killer waffle machine.
Yeah, so for my birthday, Tanya and another friend of ours, they gifted me this cute mini waffle maker from Urban Outfitters, I think. Is it?
How did you know?
I saw it from the box, and then I was like, "Oh, that's so cute!" And I was so excited to use it. And then I made a few waffles for my friend's birthday. After that, I told Julia, Alice, and Tanya that they're free to use it because I had some batter left, and then Julia plugged it in.
Entire electricity in our kitchen in the common room just got cut off. Like, it's the kitchen's fault, or maybe it's, I don't know. So then I was like, maybe if I take it to my room and plug it in there, it'll still work, because I was quite intrigued to make waffles. So I take it into my room, plug it into my room. My room has no electricity anymore. Bring back the waffle thing. And we're like, kind of no electricity anymore. So we don't know why that happened.
I feel like it's probably like a busted fuse or something.
So because the waffle machine wasn't working, I decided to make it into, like, use the batter and then, like, just fry it on the pan as pancakes, and they tasted so good.
The texture was immaculate.
Yeah, I was gonna make some more tonight, but like I was quite busy and I was like preparing for the podcast, but maybe I'll make it later after we do the podcast. I don't know.
Already poured out the flour.
Yeah, that's a start.
Yeah. What about you, Alice?
Yeah, I talked about my deadly ones, which was a lot. My favorite, the most surprising innovation that I had happened around 2 weeks ago. So I had some leftover rice and I had some mushrooms and some chicken and some onions. And I thought, I wanted to change things up. And I had some milk. I had some cream, I think. So I had some milk and some yogurt. And I was like, okay, I'll try to make it creamy. So I made a creamy version of a sauteed mushroom with onions and some chicken, and I was like, but I kind of want to put the rice in it. So I put the rice in it. I let it boil, and the sauce kind of disappear. I don't know my cooking terms, but like the sauce disappears and it just condenses into this seemingly risotto but not really risotto kind of thingy. And it was kind of good. And that time I finally got my seasoning right.
Hell yeah.
It wasn't too salty, it wasn't under seasoned, it was just right. I call it Alice's risotto.
We all have names for our inventions.
Mine's called Spamgetti.
Mine's called Paffles. What about you, Julia?
Oats. Oats. Straight to the point. I love my oats. I was just going to mention the pass it on we did.
Oh, yeah. Go for it.
Where did the idea initially come from? Pass it on.
So I watched this YouTube channel called Sorted, and they did the pass it on challenge. So if anyone's in lockdown now and wants a nice little fun thing to do with their flat, would totally recommend doing this. All four of us essentially make one dish together, but not at the same time. So each person takes about 10 minutes to work on the dish, and then they go away. And then the next person comes and works on it for 10 minutes, goes away, and then repeats that. And then we end up with food. Yeah. So we did it as a flat and ended up with some very nice apple crumble.
Oh, and yeah, only the first person knows what it is.
Yeah.
Which was me.
That's the point.
And I hope I laid it out nicely. I tried my best.
You tried your best. I went second and I did not know what to do. I went into the kitchen and there's just like blocks of butter on the chopping board and some apples in the pan, some cinnamon and some flour. Like with the blocks of butter, I was like, should I put it in the microwave to melt it? What if I do something wrong with it? Like, what if I ruin it? So I just ended up peeling apples for my entire 10 minutes.
Alice was properly shouting in the kitchen. She was like, what do I do, guys?
What is this?
It was kind of fun though, but it was stressful, honestly.
You guys should try it out. Let us know how it went.
Yeah, tag us in your stories or something. Honestly, we want to see your inventions or the disasters that you come up with. It's a nice bonding activity.
Another one is we had a hair cutting session today.
Oh yes, very lovely. Yeah, I am now bald.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, she's not bald, guys.
I'm not bald. I'm just really dramatic, so I'm used to having long hair. So yeah, it's a nice cut, to be fair. Thank you.
Today we decided to cut each other's hair. And Tanya was like, oh yeah, I need a trim.
Yeah.
So
emphasis on the word trim.
it was more like a cut.
There's an animal on the floor right now.
Yeah, it's right in like on the kitchen floor right
That
now.
was fun.
It was. Your hair is really hard to cut.
I mean,
I
I
know.
liked it. I
Short
like
hair
it.
is difficult.
Yeah. So from the beginning of the pandemic, have you guys encountered any difficulties or struggles in general?
I feel like for me, it's quite positive. There weren't a lot of struggles because I was alone before, so I was struggling more before. But now, like, you guys are all back. It's actually better. And I feel really, really lucky that I am living with a bunch of friends because I know some people who aren't, and some people who aren't, it's honestly so lonely for them because you can't really meet up with people. And what if you're like new to Leeds, right?
Yeah, imagine being a first year. It must be difficult.
Yeah.
Imagine if you don't get along with your flat in your
That's
first
the
year. You're
worst.
just stuck with them.
Yeah, so that's why like whenever I meet up with friends who are living alone, I always like tell them like, "Oh, you're welcome to come if you want," because I feel like it's so important now that people know that you have someone who support you.
Yeah. What about you, Julia?
I feel like I'm quite like have a certain amount of privilege to say the pandemic hasn't really like it's been difficult, but not as difficult as, some other people, like people who own businesses and stuff. Imagine and I'm not working right now. Like I'm a student, I do a part-time job, and if I lost the part-time job, it won't affect me like entirely. So right now, I feel like I recognize the privileges I have and I'm quite lucky. But it has obviously affected like social life and everything like that. But yeah, all in all, like I would like to go back home. I'm half Mongolian, half Scottish, by the way. And the borders for Mongolia have been completely shut. Like that's where my family lives. And it's been it's not opening until next year. So I have a dog. I haven't seen my dog. And I haven't seen my sisters and my mom for it's going to be 2 years. So they're still not opening their borders. And that's been really difficult, but luckily, because of like social media and everything, I feel connected. I can still call my mom. I can video call my dogs and and my sisters. Prioritizing my dogs
before sisters.
I really love my dog, by the way. Yeah. So yeah, I'm quite lucky with that. But yeah, I would like to get back home at some point eventually. Yeah, about Tanya.
Well, me, as you can probably tell, I'm British. So luckily I could go home. And I spent the entire summer from March to September at home. But like my dad's pretty like high risk, so I couldn't go out much just for like safety measures. And like I don't know, as an introvert, honestly, it was just vibes for me. I love being indoors.
Same. I was vibing by myself.
Sleep schedule was messed up. TikTok ruined my life.
TikTok. I don't know, it keeps you going though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's good. It's good fun.
I think it affects like extroverts more because they're really used to like socializing a lot and being around friends. But for me, it didn't really affect me. And it sounds really bad like to say this, but I kind of enjoyed it. Like it sounds bad because I know like there are a lot of people who struggled during the pandemic. But for me, like I took it as a opportunity to do what you can do.
It was a good break.
Yeah, do something that you couldn't have done when COVID didn't exist. During the lockdown, I listened to a lot of audiobooks. I worked out a lot. I learned a lot of like techniques on Adobe softwares, and that really helped me because now I'm really, really used to using the softwares more, so much better than before. But I do acknowledge that people have lost their lives during the pandemic.
Yeah, and it's been difficult.
It's definitely been difficult.
Honestly, Cassie was so admirable during the lockdown. Like, she had a blog, she was active on Instagram. She was very proactive while I was just
so envious.
For me, I'm from Taiwan, and in March when it was during peak times in the UK, I fled back to Taiwan. Yeah, so because I had to go back, I had to go through a 14-day quarantine. So before I went back for the quarantine, I was actually quite excited about it because I was like, I can finally spend some time alone. And like, I think was a really good time for me to regain some balance in my life. But on the 7th day, I was just like, oh my God, 1 week to go. I need to go out now.
Talk about your experience, like living in, what is it, a hotel?
Yeah, the quarantine hotel. So I couldn't go out of the room at all. And then I legit had to stay in the room for 14 days. And basically, I kept myself occupied by doing workouts constantly and watching movies, TV shows, and trying to talk to people over video, and just drawing in general. So my favorite parts of the day was when the food is being delivered to the door. So basically there's this little red stool beside my door and then they would put this little bag of food on it. And then when the time is up, I legit just open the door and get that bag of food and start eating. But sometimes they would be quite late and I'll be like, where's my food, guys? I need my food. Even though I wasn't that hungry, I just wanted food because I was bored.
It was part of the routine.
It was part of the routine to keep myself occupied. But yeah, other than the slight difficulties, I also found this period of time quite nice because when I got back home, I had a lot of time to work on the things that I didn't have time for during the school year. So I really wanted to draw more and I wanted to learn more about things and take some online lessons. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll do that. And it was a nice time for me to, just basically do the things I like. And now living in a flat with all of you guys, I just feel so lucky. I can just literally pop into the kitchen and bump into you guys.
Yeah, honestly, so grateful.
Right. And it's soon as I haven't really known you guys for that long as well. And it's good. You're very easy to make friends with.
Stop.
That made me ill.
Stop.
Yeah, I feel like lockdown has made us bond together more because if COVID didn't exist, like we would be like out and like taking lecture classes and then maybe hanging out with other friends and coming back late. But now we're just like together 24/7. We get to bond.
It's still good we got to experience first year and get to know each other. If coming into first year this year would have been quite difficult, I feel like
this is a really nice way to end this episode.
So guys, if you're listening to this, just feel free to drop some DMs to us, to even if you're just bored, you can talk to us.
We hope that this episode is entertaining for you if you're living alone.
And if you have any recommendations on what topics you want us to cover, the podcast to cover, I'm just a guest. I swear my flatmates are the sweetest people.
Oh.
And they're really interesting. They have really nice stories. And they're very artsy and graphic-y. So, graphic-y. So,
it's okay. You'll be our constant guest.
Forever a guest.
I'll be lurking in the background.
But anyways, that's about it for today's episode. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
If you like this episode, feel free to share it with your friends and family. You can find us on all listening platforms, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Better Late Podcast to stay updated. Thank you guys for sticking around, and we hope to see y'all soon. Bye!